All right, this video we're going to just go through some of the sample homework questions from section 30.5 in linear equations. First one, I'll use the subtraction principle to subtract 10 from both sides, leaving me with x is equal to 24. Use the division principle, divide both sides by 8. So I come up with 3. Just as a quick little check, 8 times 3 plus 10 should give me 34. 24 plus 10, sure enough, 34. That answer must be correct. Next question, 17 equals 3x minus 2. I like having my x's positive. I'm going to do it over here. So I'm going to leave the 3x where it's at. So I'm going to add 2 to get rid of that on that side. So that'll give me 19 is equal to 3x. Divide both sides by 3. I got x equals 19 over 3. And you could check that, just sort of visually checking. I think that's correct. So the solution is 19 over 3. Next question. X is all over the place. Let's gather our x's to the left side. So that'll give me x plus 12 is equal to 9. And then move my 12 over to the other side and subtract. So I get x is equal to negative 3. Again, checking. 4 times negative 3 plus 12. Is that equal to 3 times negative 3 plus 9? 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Plus 12, well, that's 0. This side I get negative 9 plus 9, well, it's also 0. So that means that this is correct. The solution is negative 3. Next question, ooh, a lot of x's. Let's gather x's on the left. There'd be 16x minus 1. Gather x's on the right. I think that's minus 2x plus 3. Now let's add 2x to both sides to get them all the x's on the left side. So I'll have 18x minus 1 is equal to 3. And then let's add 1 to both sides, the addition property. So I get 18x is equal to 4. And then we'll divide both sides by 18. So I'll get x is equal to 4 over 18. If you simplify that, I think that comes out to 2/9. So the solution, 2/9. Okay, another one. Ooh, with fractions, right on. So we'll use the distributive property. 2x minus 8 equals 13. This is time, so I have to do this distributive property first. So it'll be a minus 14x minus 7. Careful of that one. That's a dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking negative. Collecting my x's on the left side. And then my numbers on the right side. Notice I just switched that to the left side and made it positive. Switch this to the right side, made it positive, or change its sign. On the left, I have 16x. 13 take away 7 is 6 plus 8, I think, is 14. Dividing both sides by 16, I get 14/16, or 7 over 8. So my solution is 7 over 8. Hey, I like doing those. Uh-oh, worded problems. Okay, one thing I need to know about a triangle is that if you add up the angles for A, B, and C, that gives you 180. That's a key thing here. So maybe I'll write that over here. So A plus B plus C equals 180. So now it says a side of angle B is 4 times as big as A. So B, that's this one here, that's 4 times what A is. Then they say angle C, that's this one here, is 17 less than 5 times A. So this is, you multiply A by 5 and then take away 17, that'll give you C. And A will just leave as A. Now let's plug all these things in to our formula over here. So A is just A, B is 4 times A, plus C is 5A minus 17. is equal to 180. Okay, collecting my a's. A plus 4 is 5 plus another 5, so that'd be 10a minus 17 is equal to 180. 180, and then add 17 to both sides. So add 17, so my pen is a little funny here. Add 17, add 17. So you get 10a is equal to 197. And so a is equal to 19.7. Okay, so now I have a. Now to figure out the other angles, I can just use their formulas right there. So angle B is 4 times A. So that'll be 4 times 19.7. And angle C is 5 times A minus 17. So that's 5 times 19.7 minus 17. Okay, let's determine what each of those are. Okay, there I came up with two things on the calculator. Now just to check, an easy way to check would just be to add them all together. So if you have 19.7 plus 78.8 plus 81.5, 1520, 1920, 180. Sure enough, they add up. So those would be your three angles. Okay, next question. Airplane that travels 550 and still air encounters a 50-mile-an-hour headwind. If it's a 50-mile-an-hour headwind, so then it won't be going 550, it'll just be going 500. Then it says, how long will it take the plane to travel 850 miles into the wind? So I think you can just use this formula. So distance is equal to rate times time. If you're looking for time, you'll divide both sides by r. So time is equal to the distance divided by the rate. So the distance, they say 850, and we're going 500. And so I think that's 1.7. So it should take 1.7 hours to travel that distance. Last question, finding the zero of the function. That's where I replace f of x or y with 0. So the function is f of x is equal to negative 3x plus 5. And so this is 0 equals minus 3x plus 5. Let's add 3x to both sides. So I get 3x is equal to 5. Divide both sides by 3, and I get 5/3. So my answer is 5/3. Okay, hopefully that helps you with the homework for that section.